Hey folks, this is Robert Mercado and I want to welcome you into my home. This is actually my home office here in sunny Florida, and I wanted to shoot this video to truly share with you where I came from and where I am now. So I'm going to bring you back about 2 years ago when I was working at a diner. I worked there about 12 hours a day, 6, sometimes 7 days a week, and it was a pretty busy diner. A small diner, but very busy. I was driving a Ford Explorer 98, and the muffler on this thing was horrendous. I don't know if you ever had a car with a hole in the muffler, but it made the loudest noise you could ever imagine. And I bring that up because customers knew that I was coming before I got there. So, you know, no ringing the doorbell, knocking the doors. They were there waiting with their money, ready to go. Long story short, I finished that delivery, and then I delivered to across the street to a medical billing office. And the person who opened the door was literally the most beautiful woman I've ever met. She literally had me at hello, and it was really awesome. I gave her the food, you know, and then, you know, I left. I said, God bless her. I left it with those words. And, you know, we started connecting a lot more. She started coming to the diner a lot more. We started getting more orders from the diner. And it was really cool because, you know, she became my wife, you know, and you never know who you're going to meet, and, you know, it being a perfect, you know, the right time, the right moment type of thing. And with meeting her, it definitely was. It was a divine purpose that her and I met. Moving forward, I came home from my job about a month later. And this was while Allie and I were building our relationship and getting closer. I go to my apartment, and I lived in the basement, right? It was a restaurant upstairs, and I lived in the basement. And I came to my door, I took out my keys, ready to open up the door, and I see a note on the door that says, Robert, you're 3 months behind on rent. Come upstairs, grab the key, and you know, get your stuff, you gotta go. And it was a point in my life right then and there where it was literally my rock bottom point. I didn't have a place to stay, I was literally homeless. And I realized that I could point fingers. I could if I wanted to, and I've probably been doing that since that day. But at that moment I realized, you know what, Robert, it's time that you take responsibility for your own actions. You take responsibility for the things that happens in your life. So, you know, thankfully, like I said, Allie and I were building that bond. She offered for me to stay with her. And we started, you know, building that bond even more and getting closer. And then from there, I saw the talent she had. See, Allie was working at the medical billing office, and she had the talent of someone that, you know, she comes into the office, and she'll help that doctor's office turn into, you know, a 360, going from failure to success. And I saw that in her, and I said, Allie, you got to start working from home. You know, you can outsource the work and, you know, just enjoy your life and work based on your agenda. And that's exactly what she did. So she started running her own business. And then from that point on, I felt a little bit jealous, I'll be honest with you. You know, I woke up 6, 7 in the morning still working at the diner, and I saw she was very comfortable waking up whenever she wants and working from home, which was cool. Although, you know, sometimes in life, and I did this, you give advice to people that you should take yourself too, right? And if you're watching this, maybe you can relate with that. So what I did is I looked online. I looked on Craigslist, actually, and I looked for work from home. I came across this whole internet world, right? And if you're watching this right now and you're, you know, new to the internet, or you've been on the internet for a while, either way, the possibilities are endless. So, you know, my first year working online, I was learning all this stuff, getting some training, and, you know, just kind of trial and error. And I made 6 figures my first 6 months online. And, you know, that's a pretty big deal. And I share that because when you really apply what you learn and you make it happen, things are possible. Things that you don't think are possible happen. My first year finishing off with $250,000, and to be honest with you, I get chills when I say that because it wasn't in possibility reach, so to say, before. I didn't know it was possible to make that much in such a short amount of time. And I share that with you because I want you to believe in the possibilities for yourself. So from there on, moving forward, you know, now Allie and I live in this beautiful 3,000 square foot house. It's a lot different from where we used to live, or I used to live. And, you know, we get to travel a lot more now. You know, the internet gives you the time and freedom to actually have more success in your life and do the things you want to do with those that you want to do it with, instead of being restricted to that schedule or that clocking in, clocking out. So anyway, I wanted to share this video with you, and I hope you got some inspiration, some value from my story. Again, I never share my success to impress you, but rather to impress upon you that it's possible for you. It's possible for you. If you believe in yourself and you're seeing this video and you say, you know what, that's it. I want to change my life. I'm not taking any of this BS anymore, and I don't want any of these, any situations where you don't have any money for something or you don't have enough money to pay for rent. Really quick, I remember one time, Allie and I, she actually, we started living together, and it was so bad where she actually we had to buy a gallon of water because we didn't have enough money for the water, to stay on. So water got cut off. Obviously, we need to shower, well, hopefully, right? But it was that bad that we actually had to get a gallon or two of water just so that we can, shower. So anyway, appreciate you folks. Definitely look forward to connecting with you, getting to know you better, and you getting to know me as well better. And thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks so much for watching, and I appreciate you.